Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jayant Goel, Assistant Professor in Department of Veterinary Extension, Faculty of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, Banaras Hindu University. Welcome you all learners in the SWAYAM online course on gender in livestock development. So today we are going to learn about the gender. Gender is an important component in the livestock development. So before we are going to start, I want to introduce about the course. Now, this is a 8-week course which contains the 8 modules, means that each week one module is there. And every module is having the bucket of 5 lectures. The module 1 deals with the foundation of the gender in the livestock system. In this, you are going to learn about the importance, scope, concept, issues, and approaches about the gender in the livestock system. In the module 2, the gender roles and dynamics in livestock development. Under this, the division of labor, knowledge, skills, and the challenges that has been faced in the livestock development are going to cover under this. Next, access, participation, and workload in livestock-based livelihoods. Under this, how the resources has been utilized by the genders, what are the different institutes, and how the men and the women they are going to participate in these type of institutes. Also, we are going to discuss about the drudgery issues under this module. Module 4, that is the analytical tool. Under this, we are going to analyze the gender, the various methods, and need assessment of the gender in the livestock sector. In the module 5, we are going to learn that how the gender responsive technologies has been developed, disseminated, what are the different barriers which the livestock farmers are facing while adopting these type of technologies. Module 6 is going to deal about the gender mainstreaming and budgeting in the livestock development. Thereafter, we are going to cover the policy frameworks and the legal rights in livestock empowerment. At the last, we will learn about the few case studies of the empowerment and the institutional innovation in the livestock sector. So let's begin with the module number 1 and a very lecture number 1, that is the introduction to gender in livestock and its importance and scope. Now, at the end of this lecture, we are going to learn about the importance of livestock in India and the rural livelihoods. What are the different challenges in the livestock sector? What is the status of rural life and the contribution of men and women to livestock rearing? Also, we will learn about the gender challenges in the livestock sector. At the end, we are going to know about the importance and scope of gender's perspectives in livestock and the rural development. So first is the livestock. So livestock like the cattle, buffalo, sheep, goats, pigs, equines, and the different poultry species which are raised by the humans for their products and the services are known as the livestock. Now, the humans raise these animals for their food like the milk, meat, egg. Under the fiber, you will find out their hairs and the wool. So all these products, what we are getting from these animals are coming under the livestock. Now, India's climate supports great diversity. At present, we have 219 recognized indigenous breeds. These animals are not just the assets, these are a part of our rural families' livelihood. In the livestock status, we are very proud position holding the largest livestock population with just 2.5% of the land. We are having the 11% of the global total of the livestock in the world. Also, India ranks first in the cattle, first in the buffalo, second in the goat, and the third in the sheep. Beside the livestock population, we are also having a very good position in the different livestock products. Like India is regarded as a milk capital of India, and it holds nearly 24% of the global milk output. Also, we stand second in the egg production, and we are at the top in the meat producing countries, particularly the high quality buffalo meat exports. Now, all these statistics reflect the strength and the self-reliance in the global livestock sector, making India a proud leader in both the population and the production. Beside this strength, livestock also act as a livelihood security to near about 50% of the India population, either directly or indirectly. It also employs approximately 8% of the total Indian workforce, which are doing the livestock rearing. Economically, this sector is contributing 30% of the agricultural gross value addition, whereas 5.5% to the national gross value addition. Also, it earns the foreign exchange through the exports of the dairy products and the buffalo meat. It provides nutritional security to the nation by providing the different livestock products like the milk, meat, and the eggs. Among the non-monetary benefits, it sustains the agriculture by providing the organic manures, draft power, and the nutrient recycling. Also, it acts as a safety net during the agricultural crisis. Now, everyone knows that the livestock is a family enterprise. It supports 50% of the Indian population by providing the different livestock products like the meat, milk, eggs, wool, and the young animals. Also, it acts as a major employment for the marginal, small, and the semi-medium farmers, which are holding near 80% of the livestock of the country. Regarding the women, about 2/3 of the rural women are engaged in the animal husbandry activities. Also, the livestock holds the traditional, religious, and social importance in the rural India, strengthening community identity and the cultural values. Beside these trends, livestock sector is facing multifarious challenges like the low productivity, feed shortage, unorganized marketing system which is dominated by the middlemen, high prevalence of disease, limited access of the veterinary services, climate change. All these are the different factors which are making livestock development a real challenge. But the gender inequality is one of the factors which is deeply rooted in our rural background. Now, by the gender, we generally came to know that it is either male or female. But the gender is basically a social construct which tells us about that what are the roles and responsibilities that the society is expecting from these genders. Now, livestock rearing is considered as a whole day labor intensive activity which requires the continuous involvement of the all family members. But the role of the women is very important in this as they are doing most of the daily care activities related with the livestock. If we have to divide the livestock rearing activities, we can categorize into the three types. First is the animal production activities, in which we are focusing on the feeding, watering, breeding and care of young stocks, product harvesting and the handling. Whereas the second is the animal health and hygiene, under which the activities related with the cleaning and sanitation of the animals, manure preparation, health care, preventive and disease control activities are also coming under the animal health and the hygiene. The last is the marketing activities, in which the marketing or the sale of products and the financial management related activities are coming. Now you can see here the different roles which are done by the woman, man and by the both. Now this chart represents that majority of the activities which are related with the livestock production and the health care is done by the females, whereas the marketing decisions is mainly done by the men. So this tells that more than 70 to 80% of the livestock related activities are basically done by the females, whereas only the 30% of the activities are done by the men in case of the livestock rearing. Now, what are the gender constraints under these livestock practices? Now, women rarely own land or the animals or other farm assets in their name. So they find it hard to get loans, subsidies, or the government support. Although women do most of the livestock work, as 70 to 80% of those activities are done by the women. But their efforts are often undervalued, unrecorded, and not appreciated. While men make most of the decisions and women are generally excluded by taking the important decisions related to the livestock practices. Women are rarely included in the family decisions about the livestock management, investment, or the breed selection. Even when women produce and sell livestock products, the money is often controlled by the men. Cultural rules and the social restrictions also prevent women from mobility to markets and veterinary centers, which is also an important constraint that the women are perceiving while doing the livestock practices. Women handle household chores, childcare, and the livestock work together, leading to physical exhaustion and the time pressure. Also, the limited access to training and capacity building programs, which are specifically designed for the men, leaving women with little technical knowledge or exposure. So, while women are the backbone of the livestock, but they are also the most burdened and least recognized in the livestock practices. Now, what are the importance of gender perspective in livestock? See, we know that women do most of the livestock work. In most of the literature, you will find that more than 70% of the daily livestock activities given them equal access to resources. For example, that of the land and the credit, training and decision making helps improve animal health and the farm productivity. Also, the gender perspective helps in identifying the inequalities in access to credit, technology development, and ownership to resource so that both men and women benefit equally. Gender also leads to the better livestock development programs, so by including the need and challenges of both the men and the women that should be addressed. Giving them ownership and more control over income and resources improves their family health, nutrition, and the education. Empowering women in livestock increases family income. Also, it strengthens rural economies and supports small and marginal farmers. It highlights women's important contribution in livestock rearing, which is often ignored or undervalued. Now, gender perspective in livestock is essential for gender equality, which is the foundation for sustainable and inclusive rural development. Coming to the scope of gender perspective in livestock, it ensures equal access to resources among the men and the women. Also, it improves the livestock productivity, increase the farming income, and overall livelihood get improved. It also promotes women ownership and participation in the decision making, which enhances their confidence, income, control, and the family welfare. Also, they provide the gender responsive training and technology support, which strengthen their knowledge, skills, and capacity of both men and women in the livestock management. Gender perspective in livestock encourage women involvement across the livestock value chain, and it ensures equal benefits from production, processing, and the marketing activities. Also, it helps in designing the gender sensitive livestock projects and the program, which helps in address the specific needs of both genders during the planning, implementation, and its evaluation. Empower women with control over livestock and income leads to improved household nutrition, health, and the education outcomes. Also, it promotes the empowerment, equality, and sustainability while contributing directly in fulfilling the global sustainable development goals like the no poverty, zero hunger, gender equality, and the decent work and economic growth. At the end, we can say that gender in livestock is not just a social issue, it is an economic and the development priority. Women contribute about over 70% of the livestock related work but face limited access to resources, training, credit, and the decision making. Yet the gender gaps limit progress. Integrating gender perspectives brings equity, productivity, and sustainability in the livestock sector. Empowering women in livestock means empowering rural India, and also it directly support the attainment of sustainable development goals. Now, these are the two activities which you are expected to do. First is the why that livestock is considered as the family enterprises in the rural India. The second, it evaluates your thinking that how you can integrate gender perspective in livestock development, which leads to more sustainable and equitable rural growth. These are the different references that I have gone through and the different resources which you can refer for better understanding. Thank you.